Okay, my conclusions to this yesterday is you can't block off that other lead. So I'm going to go back in here and get it out. And the two washers has got my plug too far away from the fuel stream. So that's what I'll be working on. Okay, I got all that loose back. Now what I've got to do is take my lead back out, undo this. I've got to take this cover out to drill another hole on the end for the other lead to come through. That's what I got to do now. Alright, what I have decided to do is drill that one in this cover right here, right beside the other one, run it up under the shield, and I got another hole right here and bring it up through here. There's all close quarters in here because it's fans, so I got to run it up under there away from the fan blade. So that's what I'm going to be up to. Alright, I brought all the tools up. I got my box drilled. All I need is a bigger coffee table. I've got my thing I'm going to set up for the spark plug. And I got a nut that will fit on the other end of the spark plug and hold it right in here. Let's see if I can't get this box back together. Go from there. Yeah, that stuff is in the boot. Still think it's in the container. It's still wet on the inside. Ain't that just great? Well, let me go get this stuff off of me. I got all that cleaned off on the side that it needs to be. Now I gotta let all that dry where I can mess with it and get it all out of there. Alright, I got that all siliconed up. I'm going to let that set a few minutes. Well, we're talking about something else. I can't remember even what we're talking about.
Registration.
Now I got to fish these wires up through there, and I'm using all these movies stacked up here as my second man to help me hold that up. While I got my hands up in there trying to fish that out through that little hole. Got one through. Got the other one through. Yes, it was a fight. Paul on Facebook was saying Sears will take anything with their name on it. Yeah, I guess they will, but they ain't getting a hold of this. This is Daddy bought this thing way back yonder, and we use this in many houses doing carpenter work. Now this is going to stay in the family, and I will get it running one way or the other. Money no object. Harry's got the payroll. Okay, I got the igniter coil back in. I'm going to set the motor back down in there and go from there. That's where my dummy plug's going to set. Now I'm going to mark this right here. Go down there and cut it. A little more flusher than that. Let me try this as a washer and see how that turns out. The paper clip wrapped around there and cut off with the snips works out just great. My lines are lined up. Now, let's see what I can, I'm going to test these spark plugs out. See if they're firing now. Okay, these seem to be burning great now. Now I'll hook the wiring back up to the motor and give it a test try. Since this is working so well, I'm going to go ahead and clean out around this, and I'm going to silicone back around both of them. Okay, got that done, and after what I seen, that stuff probably takes a week to dry, who knows, but let that dry a few minutes to get tacky. One last thing, and that's to put the air line back on. Right here. Normal afternoon night here. We're down here at Walmart getting some zombie makeup. Dougie, wanting to know about the lady in the bed. That's a farther advanced story than I was going to say. When we first moved there, we lived in a mobile home, and you'd hear somebody come down the driveway. You'd see the lights. They had a little old plastic looking thing in the door where you could see the lights coming up. You'd hear the motor running. You'd hear them come over there. You'd hear the motor cut off. Car door shut, lights go off, and then there would be nobody there. Then anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, the same exact thing would happen, and it would be somebody this time. That's when we first moved there. That happened on a number of occasions, and a number of people in there heard the same thing and seen the same thing. We down here at the other Walmart. Centerville didn't have what we wanted. We're down here at Snailville. That I would tell that lady in the bed spook story, but that's kind of a long story. Doodle story. How long was that? That ain't no short one either.
No, not really.
Let's see if I can beat Amber when she comes back out. We had rode somewhere a very long time, and I come back to the house. Yeah.
No, I said, where was that? Where'd we go even?
Oh, I don't know where we went. You're just adding on to the minutes here.
Whatever.
Pulled up in the yard in the van. Had everybody in there except Stacy and Brock. We was on the right side of the property. I left the lights on in the van. The van was cranked. And we had rode somewhere so long my eyeballs was floating. I had to go around. I jumped out and went on down towards the house, turned to the right, and I had to howl at the moon. And I was standing there, and some voice behind me, young girl's voice, is my guess, somewhere around 25, said doodle doodle doodle. And I turned around to my right, and I turned around to my left. I couldn't stop howling at the moon. I was fixing to die there. So I just kept on. To the left of me was a mobile home. To the right of me was a house. And then Jim Camper was on the end of the mobile home. Then all of a sudden I heard, "What you doing?" Now when I heard that, everything stopped. Everything. I went around, I got the flashlight, looking around, I couldn't see nothing, it's too dark. I went back and got Jim, he got the flashlight, we was looking under the mobile home, we was looking under the camper, we was looking everywhere, and I never seen nothing, or nobody. But when they said, "What you doing?" a cold chill went up my spine for some reason or other, I don't know why. And then on top of that, years and years later, I think that was around 2004, Stacy was, she was looking up who the author was of Yankee Doodle Dandy. I was playing on the guitar Dixie and Yankee Doodle Dandy, and she was looking that up, who was the author, and come to find out, doodle 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 over in England means you're a simpleton. And I said, do what? I said, well, we got an English ghost. That sounds American to me. But anyway, when I went back to the car in the van, and I told them what I heard, they just all started dying laughing, even though they know the stuff that goes on around there.
Well,
that was just
odd,
that was the funniest thing they had ever heard.
I'm like catching somebody with their pants down.
Yeah. Down here at Ingles, talking about how we got ate up with black ants on the trail. Wasn't nothing funny.
No, little biting pricks.
Maybe we'll get back home, I don't know. I'm just a driver.
Got some police in trouble going on over there. Looks like they're searching that guy's car thoroughly. And now that I recorded him, he'll be searching our car very thoroughly here in just a minute.
No doubt.
On our way back.
Alright, we're down here at Krogie's now, because we done made 15 trips, and Amber can't remember to pick up aluminum foil.
Yeah, I was wrong about getting to go back home. I
gotta get back and try the heater out.
I wonder how things will have changed when we get home, what it'll look like.
Damn, time to write a list out. Aluminum foil.
Might be spring when we get back, though, is the good news.
Well, it's raining. I'm gonna try this out anyway, right here. Plugs right there. Unplug it. Gonna have to do some adjustment. Try it again. Try it again. Try it again. Dang it. Are we that sensitive?
Sensitive rust.
Alright. Unplug it. Lift that cover up. Set it over there. Let's see if the plugs are still going. Oh yeah, they show. It looks like I'm gonna have to adjust this back here. Alright. Put the cover on. Now I've got the house thoroughly smoked up. Yes, sir. Is it on there? Plug it up.
Kinda.
Alright, plug it up. There it goes, but that air is going to have to be adjusted, the airflow. You know what that is, Harry.